All right, these are the notes for Algebra 2. We're going to be solving systems of 3 equations today. So for examples 1 and 2, it gives you a solution, and our job is to just decide whether it actually is a solution or not. So for example 1, is -2, -4, 5 a solution to the system of equations below? So what we'll need to do first is label. That's going to be the x, y, and z. They will always be in that order. In order for it to be a solution, it has to work in all 3 of the equations. So we're just going to go one at a time, plugging in for each of these. Let's try the first one here. This equation right here, we're just going to plug these 3 numbers in. So I have a -x minus y minus 3z equals -9. And then we'll simplify. You can type this all right into your calculator if you'd like. Sometimes that's the easiest thing to do here. So I pull up our calculator from the bottom. If yours is not located at the bottom right here, go to this button over on the left, and you should be able to see it right here. If not, type in TI, and it should pop up. If you've never downloaded this before, you'll have to sign in with your Google account, and then it'll have it right there for you. If you need to pin it, you can hit Alt-click, and you can pin or unpin. If you need some help with that, I can show you during class. All right, we're going to type all this in. So I'm going to do negative of -2 minus parenthesis -4 minus 3 times 5. And I'm just going to see if that equals -9. It does. So I'm going to have -9 on this side equals negative on that side. That is true. If it's true, it just means we have to move on to the next one, because remember, in order for it to be true, all of them have to be true. All right, let's try the next one. Switch colors here. Z, 5, equals -3 times the x, minus 1. I think this one's easy enough. I think I could do this one in my head. -3 times -2 is 6. And 6 minus 1 is 5. So 5 equals 5. Again, that's true. And we have just one more to try. X, -2, equals 5 times y minus z plus 6. Again, you can type this into your calculator, or you could just work it out. So 5 times -4 is -20, minus 5 plus 6. We're trying to see if that equals -2. Doesn't look like it's going to. -20 minus 5 plus 6, we're just going to do that left to right. -25 plus 6 would give us -19. That's false. As soon as you get one false, the answer to this is no. Is this a solution? No. For the next one, again, we have our x, y, and z. So we'll go ahead and label those x, y, z. And the thing is, you can check these in an order. So I often, if I see an easy one, that short one in the middle, I'll often check that one first to make sure, to see if that works. And if not, then we're done. We don't have to do any of the rest. All right, let's try this one first. So 3 times y equals 15. All right, 3 times 2 is 6. 6 equals 15. That's false. As soon as you have one false, the whole thing is a no. In order for something to be a yes, it would have to be true, true, and true. All right, on the back side is when we get into our calculator work. So you can pause this video as many times as you need in order to stay up to date with what we're doing on the calculator. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our calculator to solve these problems. The problems solved by themselves take roughly 10 to 15 minutes for each problem, and that's if you're pretty good at it. So we're going to type these into our calculator using the steps we see right here. All right, so the first thing we need to do is in our calculator, open a new matrix. So watch carefully. We're going to hit second, which is this button right here. And then matrix, if you can see it in light blue right there, to that x to the negative 1, that little matrix right there, click that. This screen pops up. Then it says scroll over to edit. You can see edit at the top here. You're going to use your scroll button. Over, over. All right, so scroll over to edit and then just hit enter. And that'll allow you to actually fill in the numbers for our matrix. So we need to get the right size. We're going to change it to 3 by 4. The 3 by 4 represents 3 rows, 1, 2, 3. And there are 4 numbers in each row, X, Y, Z, and then the equals. So 3, scroll over, 4, hit enter. And you can see it kind of gives you those 3. If it doesn't give you all 4 on the screen, no problem. And then we're just going to type the numbers in. So when we type the numbers in, every single one has to have a number. So we're going to type in a 3, a 9, a 1, and a negative 2. 3, 9, 1, negative 2. Then we're going to type in a 1, 9, 1, and 4. 1, 9, 1, and 4. Then a 9, negative 9, 5, and 8. 9, negative 9, 5, and 8. All right, here's how we're going to type those in. Without the variable, you're going to type across the row. So 3, enter, 9, enter, 1, enter, negative 2. Don't use the minus sign, though. Don't use this sign. Use the negative. And then after you typed in all those 3, just double check to make sure you got them in there correct. And then next line, 1. You just type these in at your own pace. Pause the video if I go too fast. All right, do a quick double check. Make sure you got all those numbers correct. And then this is stored in here, kind of like an app is stored in your phone. Just because you close the app doesn't mean the app is not there anymore. So same thing with this. We're going to exit this screen by hitting second right here and quit, this button right here. It's still in there. It's just not on our screen right now. Now, if you want, we could do step number 5 to make sure you typed in everything right. See the matrix, how it looks. You're going to hit second matrix. And then just enter twice. Enter, enter. And you could do to double check to make sure that your numbers match the numbers over here from our problem. Looks like we got all those in there correctly. And again, you can go ahead and clear that. It's still in there. And then we're going to actually do the problem. Allow the calculator to do the problem for us. So to get the answer, second matrix. Again, that was second matrix. We'll scroll over to the math right here. So use your scroll button over to math. Scroll down until you get to the letters. You see 1 through 9 and then A, B. We're going to hit B, which is the one that says RREF. Hit enter. And now we got to tell it which matrix to use. So in order to do that, we'll hit second matrix. And there's our 3 by 4 that we were using. So we'll hit enter. And one more time to get us our answers. Now what this is this 1 is in the X position, which means our answer for X is negative 3. This 1 is in the Y position, which means our answer for Y is 0. And this 1 is in the Z position, which means our answer for Z is 7. So answers go right down the row. X is negative 3, Y is 0, Z is 7. And if we want, we could write it as an ordered pair, negative 3, 0, 7. Or you could write X equals negative 3, Y equals 0, Z equals 7. right, so example number 4, I would like you to try that one on your own. Type it into the calculator to practice. Follow the steps that you have on the top of your paper. Once you're done, you should have an answer of 7, -4, -6. I know it's very tempting to just write that answer down and move on, but please make sure you try it in your calculator. If you're not understanding how to do it in your calculator after you've tried the steps and rewatched the video, then I can help you during class. But most people picked it up after we did it just once together, so I think you'll be able to too. All right, if you have questions, let me know.